We got pro-Palestinian activist Khalil. They want him out still. We will not stop Iran attacks. Iran. Trump says a deal with Harvard is possible. Appeals court lets Trump keep control of National Guard troops deployed in LA. Supreme Court declines to rush petition challenging Trump's tariffs. Conservation group makes 60 mil land deal to end mining threat outside Okefenokee swamp. Oh, is that the swamp? I was thinking they were like, oh yeah, we gotta clear the swamp and fix this. Do some digging. uh Trump decided on U.S. action in Israel-Iran conflict within 2 weeks. After a rep says he was run off road police. Oh yeah, we have there's a video of him a short video of him talking about it. Iran held direct talks with the U.S. amid intensifying conflict with Israel routers. Oh really? Axios Ipsos poll. Americans want to force president to share health records. Wait, which one? Who? Trump? What? I thought he already did. Oh, what? I'm confused, huh? Trump says he signed executive order extending deadline for TikTok closing. Court blocks Louisiana law requiring schools to post 10 commandments in classroom. So they block. I mean, you don't really need the fucking 10. I'm pretty sure you go over and talk about world history and shit like that. Then again, I don't know if they're teaching world history out in Louisiana. I don't know what kind of history they're teaching. I would assume the America history, right? America, U.S. history, and all the allies we got entangled with. Grand jury indicts Susan Morphew, husband for murder and her death. Miami became latest major city in Florida to enter into an ICE agreement. Juventus player, Oval Office moment when Trump a bit weird. Well, I mean, it was a little bit weird when he fucking just started talking about this shit during the. I mean, those guys are soccer. I mean, in those countries, they don't give a shit. They don't talk about it. They never once cared about it, especially a fucking soccer team. It was just so out of left field, man. Michelle Obama, I'm being glad she didn't have a son. He would have been a Barack Obama. What does that mean? U.S. Supreme Court allows terrorism victims to sue Palestinian. There we go. Suffer. Suffer. FBI increases monitoring of Iran-backed operatives. U.S. report. Dozens of aid seekers among 82 people killed in Israeli attack on Gaza. Federal judge blocks Trump effort to keep Harvard from hosting foreign students. Senate Parliament tosses some core Trump budget bill provisions. Vance visit. Yeah, we already just saw that. Man with taser, tape, and rope accused of stalking, trying to kidnap Memphis mayor. Oh shit. Says he has no interest in presidential run. Indian governor. White House says Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a couple of weeks. Said that yesterday. Flooding and rock slides close heavily damage I-40 section in Smoky Mountains. Fat Joe denies sex acts with minors after former hype man's 20 million lawsuit. Whoa. That's out of nowhere. Trump calls for special prosecutor to investigate 2020 reviving long-standing grievances. This guy. He just will not let it go. Oh, Auto Pen Joe. Oh, Joe. Sleepy, sleepy Joe. I'm not gonna let it go, Joe. Oh, to know the longest day of the year. SoftBank's son pursues 1.3 trillion AI manufacturing hub in Arizona. Oh shit. Oh, that's the Asian guy. That's that Asian guy. Iran held direct talks with U.S. amid intensifying conflict with Israel. Reuters. Israel began airstrikes on Iranian military and nuclear sites on the June 13th, 2025, escalating conflict in the Middle East. Attacks followed rising tensions. U.S. and Iran clashed over nuclear program, red lines, and regional security concerns. Since these strikes, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff have engaged in multiple phone calls seeking to end the crisis through direct talks. Stated Iran would resume full nuclear negotiation unless Israel stopped its bombing, and suggested possible flexibility. In Washington, pressured Israel to halt attacks. Ongoing conflict has intensified regional instability and prompted discussing of a new nuclear plan involving international oversight to reduce tensions and prevent wider war. Engaged in multiple phone calls, diplomacy, conflict caused by Israeli strikes. Iran would not require return to unless Israel ceased attacks. Araghchi indicated that Iran could show flexibility on nuclear issue if Washington urged Israel to end its military actions. I mean, that's hard to say after, I don't know, people have been asking you constantly. Knock it off. There were indications that Iran was ready to return to nuclear talks, but contingent on bombing. Yeah, I mean, if he really wanted to talk about it, he wouldn't have let 61 day right. He wouldn't have let the 60 days go by. One too many days. All right. Whatever. That's his fault. I don't know why leaders do this. They're given ample enough time to like talk it out, but they're like, no, I don't want to do it in 60 days. Grand jury indicates Suzanne Morphew's husband for murder and her death. Barry Morphew has been indicted for first-degree murder in the death of his wife, Suzanne Morphew, by the 12th Judicial District Attorney's Office. Suzanne Morphew's remains were found 21 months before the new indictment, which was announced on Friday. Barry Morphew was taken into custody in Arizona, and efforts for extradition to Colorado are underway, according to the DA's office. Grand jury, Colorado. Went missing on Mother's Day 2020. Body was found 2023. World homicide. Barry Morphew had changed charges previously dropped in April 2020 before a trial. He has consistently denied involvement of her death. Taken into custody in Arizona, will be extradited to face charges according to the 12th District Attorney. Judicial District Attorney. So he was in Arizona, but they're extraditing him to Colorado. Right. He's getting expedited, deported, in a sense. Go back to your home state. Barry Morphew, 56, arrested and charged with first-degree murder and death of his wife, Suzanne Morphew, who disappeared on May 10th, 2020. Missing after a bike ride. Ah, there it is. And her remains were found 3 years later, about 45 miles from her home. Working for Suzanne, reinforcing the community's support for her family. Maintains his innocence while his daughters express their belief in his innocence. So they think that the father did it because he was the last known suspect to be involved with her. Right? So they're trying to pin it on him. But he's saying he didn't do it. So do they have I wonder if they have another suspect. Because they can't. They'll only have one person be the suspect. It's like there's probably multiple. Come on, let's be honest. What shit went down? Who are these people? U.S. Supreme Court allows terrorism victims to sue Palestinian entities. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like Hassan is under the scope. The U.S. Supreme Court unanimously upheld a 2019 law that permits legal actions against the Palestine Liberation Organization and the Palestinian Authority by victims of terrorism. Lawsuits stem from multiple attacks, including attacks in the early 2000s that killed 33 and injured hundreds. And 2018 incident where a U.S.-born Israeli settler was fatally stabbed. After courts ruled against the victims, Congress repeatedly amended the law to allow them to sue the Palestinian entities over due process. Oh, looks like the Palestinian cause can get sued. They're not protected class. Sorry, you can't use that as a shield now. Ew. Oh, what's the left say? John Roberts' unanimous opinion. Case involvement during dating back in the Second Intifada. With the Supreme Court evaluating Congress authority to subject the Palestinian Liberation Organization to federal court jurisdiction. Order over $650 million to victims under the Anti-Terrorism Act was reversed by federal appeals court citing jurisdiction issues. Palestinian Authority argued that allowing these claims would violate due process due to a lack of meaningful U.S. connection, while Justice Brett Kavanaugh emphasized the roles of Congress and the President in jurisdiction matters. Promoting security and justice for victims of terrorism act. Allowing lawsuits of terror acts in the Middle East. The lawsuit is significant for families, including the Ari Fold, and American Israeli killed in 2018. Okay, that's the one. That's the person that was stabbed. Yeah. Yep, so basically you cannot hide behind a activism movement to as a shield. You will get prosecuted. if you do something stupid enough. Man charged with trying to kidnap Memphis mayor. Uh-oh. Why is there a lot of people trying to kidnap fucking politicians? What the fuck is happening? Man with taser, tape, and rope accused of stalking, trying to kidnap Memphis mayor. 25-year-old man has been arrested in Memphis. Oh god, Memphis. Yeah, that's another fucking place you gotta be careful of. Memphis. For attempting to kidnap the city's mayor, according to authorities. Police found a taser, gloves, rope, and duct tape in the man's vehicle after his arrest. Surveillance videos showed the man climbing a wall to reach the mayor's home and approaching it late Sunday night. That's a little vicious. The mayor, Young, expressed concerns for safety, saying, "None of us can be too careful in today's climate." Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not wrong on that. Brenton Abston, 25, charging him with stalking, aggravated criminal trespass. Detective kidnapped him after he visited Mayor Paul Young's home and going through the back door trying to do some weird shit. And on him, he had taser gloves and rope and duct tape, so even extra fucking. No, none of us can be too careful. Condemned the incident, saying trespassing at home and threatening his family crosses every line of human decency. I don't think. I'm pretty sure he was trying to do more than that, to be honest. Especially with all that, he was trying to fucking hold him hostage or something. Hold him ransom, maybe. JD.